Oh. Okay. Welcome to Rebirth Showcase. I basically show you every single Reborn item in the game. It's great, everybody. Take a look at this. We're gonna start, because I've been rebirthing a lot lately. I've actually been getting back into this. 6,260 currently. That's a little bit better, but it's still stupidly easy to reborn. Getting up there, though. It'll only take a few more days. Maybe I'll be life billion. Alright. Massive diamond mine. One of the first 4 reborns in the game. It was thought as good until later mines came out that completely shreked it. But it's gotten buffed since then, and now I believe it's worth a clean million. This mine can get upgraded though and thrown in a cell furnace. Oh, it's 750,000. What cheap little babies. You can't even make it a million. Alright, well, it's okay, I guess. I mean, if you get it on your first life, you might not be that excited. Next, we got the Newtonian Mine. We're going in order of time for the most part. It might be a little iffy. Newtonian Mine? I didn't place it. There we go. Probably my favorite Reborn mine in the game, just because look at it. If an evolution ever came out for this, and if it was the one I showed off in that video, I'm good. This is all I need. Now, when this first came out at a midnight update in like 2015, it was like broken. And then a few days later, it was working, but it was extremely slow. And then the next day, its ore rate was, which isn't so fast now, but back then it was the fastest. And clearly the best. However, you know, throw this on a cell furnace. Oh, wait, no, it'll work on that furnace. You know, throw it in a nature's grip. You won't get a whole lot of action. By the way, the massive diamond mine does work with cell furnaces. And it can get upgraded. Like, it can go through, like, a Twitch mine, for example. You know, throw that in there. And then it can be launched into a nature's grip, for example, and it would work. That's the one catch with the diamond mine. Now, the rarity of the Newtonian Mine is obviously very high. Not high at all, actually. Everybody's first rebirth desire is this. Because it's pretty much GG if you get it. Industrial Fire Crystal Mine. It obviously takes coal. And some of the ores work on the cell furnace. You know, take some coal mines. Let it do its thing for a little bit. Nothing. Nothing. Bam. Ease. Now, that's what it's mostly used for. It does have a normal rate as well. It's a little bit under the Newtonian Mine. However, you know, you can make the fire rate however you want it to be. It's kind of shaped weird, but you can make it work, surely. It's not rare to get either. Might as well check the rarities of these. 15. Probably the rarest so far, actually. And the Atomium Mine. I honestly didn't prefer this over the Newtonian Mine. I mean, when that first was the reason, it was because I couldn't place glitch it well. But now, it's okay. But throw this ore at a blaster, and if it gets blasted, your ore is gone. Any neon type of ore has that problem. And it starts with the Atomium Mine. This is the first one so far that actually needs a pretty beefy life requirement, which is 50. So, I mean, only like 2% of you watching this, hopefully, are under life 50, so too bad, so sad for you. It does look cool, though. This was the first Reborn item that came out after a super long hiatus with updates. That was when he was working on War Games, actually, and then stopped working on War Games forever. Which is quite a shame, if you know me and my War Games. Untitled Mine. Look at its accuracy. This is all you need to know about this mine. When it actually hits the furnace, or whatever you have going for it, it's actually good. But you know what? Another thing this is mainly used for, you win. You win. Can't really escape that. Untitled Mine's good. The Untitled Mine is probably... it's good. That's all you need to know. Scorpio Mine. By far the worst one we've looked at so far. At least I would say. Look, $0. The million, and 2 million, and 3 million. Basically, it just gets more valuable over time. Now, the thing is, if you're building like a 1-minute setup, you're not going to use this, really. So, I personally think this is a bad mine. It looks interesting, to say the least. It's like a giraffe. I mean, it's supposed to look like a snake, maybe? Well, it's called Scorpium, so I can only imagine what it's, designed off. Symmetria Mine. If you think of loops, you think of this, because this is the main this to this. It's also good. And it also works on cell furnaces. And you can also get it as low as life 20. Oh yeah, and that part where, it doesn't fire. You throw flame. Oh no, the ore might die. It doesn't die. However, I didn't show this with the atomium, so I might as well show it with this because it's the same type of ore. Put a blaster on it. Okay, let me get the atomium out because it's going to take a minute. Oh, buy ore. Your ore is gone if it gets hit. I mean, obviously with Symmetrium, you don't have to worry about it burning. You have to worry about it being blown up. I mean, this thing is... Oh. Oh, well. Next. But yeah, Symmetrium's good. It's, if you have 1 or 10,000 of these, that's what it's mainly used for. Breech-Loader. I don't like this mine, mainly because of the way it's angled. It can sometimes be weird. However, it does have one hell of an ore value. And ore rate's pretty good. However... buy ore. I mean, basically what I'm implying is that heavier set ores tend to not do that. It's one of the most common rebirths you can get because it's at a 25, which means you'll be getting a lot of them. You have to be life 200 though, so, have fun getting that. Alright, time to go for the most broken mine in the game. It's not the most broken, I don't think. Oh no, that's later. Okay. This thing's received, I think, 2 buffs, or 2 nerfs, not buffs. You have to be a pretty decent life for this, though. It's 150. Basically, if you hold this, it forever gets better. I'm pretty sure it does have a cap. It's like maybe at like 6 trillion or something. I'm looking at the thingy right now, and that's what it's saying. The wiki. But the main thing is that every 3rd ore works on a furnace. A cell furnace, that is. So that's pretty significant. I used this mine for a setup video of mine way back then, which is pretty outdated now. But Dragonglass Mine is extremely good. This next mine is very unique. Oh, also the Dragonglass is actually pretty difficult to get, and same with this one. This is a mine that is decent on its own. I mean, it's okay. I mean, it's billions. It's like Newtonium value, except it's huge, and it shoots out pretty slowly. The main thing about it is that is simply a coal mine to what this furnace is. But we'll get into that later when it's actually the furnace part. This is just going to be mines, by the way. I mean, You'll surely see it on the video, but, you know. That's okay. Okay, the best mine in the game. Now we're into Reborn Fusions. If you have one of these, you're basically good. Diamond Breech-Loader. Look at how massive it is. When I thought of a massive diamond mine and a Breech-Loader, I thought that would be great. But this is amazing. Is it worth that much? I would say so. I mean, it's you know, fusion should be strong, so it's pretty good. You have to sacrifice in order to get this, by the way, which is the case for the last two as well. Scorpium. I don't like this one. You know, the bad Symmetrium, it carries over to this. It's basically an upgraded Symmetrium. Or, Scorpium. I'm talking Scorpium, not Symmetrium. Scorpio Mine. I mean, it's basically a symmetry ore, but it's Scorpy. I don't like this. Go away. And the second best mine in the game, I would say. This is really good because it's not just one ore that it'll shoot out. And this ore value is pretty big. This is even better for looping. Also, just look at it. If there was ever a nice lowrider Batman Ice Death Yes mine with broken rusty death glass, this is your mine. Looks pretty nice. Also, it works really well with a catalyzed star. That has been the mine portion of this Reborn showcase. I'll see you all not next week. Hopefully, if I can get the last Reborn items I need with the next Reborn showcase. And then by then, I should be like life 10,000. And that'll be a nice celebration on its own. So, I'll see you guys soon.